Welcome to the Positive Pants Podcast. Mindset, motivation, and inspiration to help you find your positive pants. Let go of negative thinking and stop living for the weekend. With your host, Fran Excel.
So welcome to the show. As always, it's Fran Excel Mindset Coach, helping you find your very own pair of positive pants so you can get out of your own way and live a life that you love. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm very grateful you've chosen to put me in your earbuds today. Please do hit the subscribe button so you don't miss anything, and do leave me a review. I love reading them, and it really helps me get found by other people who need to hear what I share. I'd also love you to email me your mindset and productivity questions or topics you'd love me to cover to hello@franexcel.com, because I know a lot of you think I'm inside your heads because you tell me all the time. But if I don't know what you need, I can't give it to you. So let me know. So today, I want to talk about why you need to find your way to run your own business. So are you currently running and marketing your business based on the exact 10 steps that somebody else used, or using techniques with an energy of, this doesn't feel right, but then doing it anyway because it's worked for other people? How's it working out for you? So a little bit of context here. Recently, I attended a 3-day workshop to complete a diploma in internet marketing. Even though I have a BSc degree in communications, 15 years experience in media, and over 2 years in my own business, but my need for pieces of paper to validate my knowledge is a story for another day and another episode. But I left feeling totally flat and really a little bit miffed, to be honest, because it was not cheap either. So for a long time, the online marketing tactics have been bothering me. I'm seeing more and more the ways in which people try to manipulate, hard sell, and let's be honest, downright dupe. You know, as an NLP practitioner, I can see a lot of this stuff, this proper emotional manipulation. And, you know, all those things like the live webinars in inverted commas that aren't live at all, even down to pretending that you can chat to the host, but for some reason, there just must be a bug when you try and chat. Yeah. All the times that you see, I know I shouldn't do this, but posts, you know, hashtag enter another sales funnel here. The hashtag vulnerability and thinly veiled sales posts, you know, the thinly veiled sales pitches in groups. You know, we all see you. Yeah. It's icky. The countdown timers that just start counting down again when the offer doesn't disappear. And the affiliate marketing for some seriously shady products. You know, rule of thumb, if you don't want to put your name or your face to it, you probably shouldn't be selling it. Yeah. We have so many people say they missed the deadline, so we've reopened for 24 more hours because we just want to serve you. Or we've literally just come up with this massively improved payment plan and we're reopening for, you know, suggesting to affiliate for systems you've never used, programs you've never been through, without a care in the world for the people at the other end who buy. You know, a lot of this stuff was covered at the training. And I took my husband, who is super anti-marketing, and I honestly thought he might pluck his own eyes out at some points. You know, when questioned, the person that was leading it, who is a market leader in this field, you know, it's an internationally recognized qualification. And when I asked about, you know, how to sell something less tangible than the make 6 figures in 6 months claims, you know, the response was simply change what you're selling. Yeah. But I choose to be different. I won't make wild claims next to a disclaimer or not typical results displayed next to it. I won't own results that my clients have got because they've done the work. I know what it feels like because I've had it done to me. I'm just here to facilitate, teach, coach, and mentor them to where they want to be, using all the knowledge I've spent years and paid a flipping fortune to learn. Does this mean it's harder? Yeah, absolutely. But am I in integrity in building my business the way I want to? Yes, absolutely. And do I sleep well at night? Yes, absolutely. 8 hours, baby. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes understanding the psychology of why people buy can be just as helpful for the person buying as it is for the person selling. So I get it. I really do. And a lot of it I really, really do agree with. You know, limited availability and time-sensitive offers can help us invest in ourselves when issues of worth may have stopped us before. You know, it can help us make the right decision for us, get us off the fence. And I have been grateful for it more than once. Change is hard and our brain will work against us every step of the way. And if you've been following me for any amount of time, you know this, because it's misguided intentions to keep us safe. You know, we make it harder on ourselves, and often the sense of relief when I've made the decision to invest in something high ticket is absolutely liberating. And I wouldn't have got here if it weren't for some of the tactics. Yeah. So don't get me wrong. Some of this stuff is great, but when it's done with integrity and you are telling the truth, when there really are only X numbers of spots and the offer really does expire at X time, you know, also don't get me wrong again. I don't believe every marketer works in this way. There are certainly people who are marketing with integrity. It just feels like there's a lot less of them there these days because it's so damn noisy out there right now. You know, it makes me sad when I see people who have tried all the exact step systems and it's not worked for their business. Part of the reason for that is that they usually miss out a ton of the steps before they even tell you what the first step is, you know? And you don't have their exact audience. You don't have their messaging. There's so many things that they miss out. And when this doesn't work, it leaves people feeling less than. It leaves people wondering what's wrong with them. And in worst case scenarios, they accept failure and quit. You know, I've fallen for it too. I've lost count of the amount of times how those, especially right at the beginning, this is everything you need to have a business, just like 9 scripts that I've bought into. And the trouble is, most of the time, I don't actually want a business just like theirs at all. I don't actually want to do some of the things they're telling me to. So I'll sabotage myself and make excuses. Yeah, but I can recognize that in myself. I want my business, my way that fits into my life. And I'm pretty sure you do too. You know, you don't want to be another cookie cutter. There's more to you than that. So don't beat yourself up when someone else's exact steps don't work for you because it's not your fault. So you just need to be honest with yourself about what you actually really want. Don't use any tactics that make you feel icky. And when I say this, please do not lump sales in general into this one and use it as an excuse not to do it. It's time to reframe sales into being of service. You have to sell so people know you can help them solve their problems. I've said this time and time again. If people don't know you can help them, you can't help them. Yeah. So please don't, when I'm talking about icky tactics, I'm talking about the things that are out of integrity. Selling is not out of integrity. So just want to be super clear on that. Because guess what? If something is making you feel icky, you'll subconsciously sabotage your efforts anyway. You're not going to go into it thinking, yeah, this is going to work. This is awesome. You know, you're going to go into it thinking this feels wrong, you know, and with that energy into something, it's not going to help you get what you want. So like I say, I do get that some of these tactics work. But I wholeheartedly believe that the tide is turning and turning fast, and they will not work for long. You know, the fake live webinars, the funnels that get you somewhere for free, upsell you to the next level, and then upsell you again. That's all cool if you know what you're going into. When I attend seminars, when I attend events, I know what I'm getting into. I go in there with the right mindset, you know, because what it's doing is it's leaving people in a constant state of feeling like they need something else to get their business where they want to go, another tactic, another strategy, but you don't. You just need to work out what's going on in your noggin, work out what you actually want to run your business and how you actually want to run your business. Take any learnings that you already have and the strategy that you already know, or learn from someone who you really, really do trust and find your way to market. Look, it's no surprise to me that my podcast and my Instagram are my biggest audiences. I actually enjoy them. They both feel pretty effortless for me, to be honest. You know, effortless for me to be on. It's also no surprise to me that I tend to find clients from things I've done in person, whether that's speaking at an event, speaking on a panel, doing a training in someone else's group or program, where it's me showing up as me. You know, I really, really enjoy in person. I absolutely come alive when I'm teaching people what I know. Plus, I am super picky about who I work with. It needs to be right from both sides. So meeting them in person works for me too. You know, same thing as word of mouth and referrals. I have a business coach friend who refers her clients to me for mindset. And that works for me because I know that she's of the same wavelength as me. So the people that she refers to me are going to be my people. Yeah. And it's also about how I learn best myself. So in person is a really, really big part of something I introduced to the one-on-one programs that I offer. So I can make sure that people learn as much as possible. I want it ingrained in them. And I'm a hugger, let's be honest. So I love in person just for hugs. But due to that, I'm in the rumble at the moment of what I want my focus to be and how I want to show up online without just being another contributor to the noise, and make sure that I'm making the impact in the right places. So there will be big but exciting changes afoot in my business. You know, this stuff is fluid. You just need to learn to listen to yourself and be super, super self-aware. Sounded like we're saying supercalifragilistic. To notice when you are sabotaging yourself. And most importantly, why? What thoughts are going on for you? What's going on in your unconscious that's holding you back? Where is something feeling off or heavy? And what can you do to change it? Yeah. Questioning what you want and revisiting that question regularly is so, so key. For example, I loved being on Facebook when I started my business. I don't so much anymore. You know, I feel like my feed is just pure ads. You know, I don't actually see any of my friends' stuff anymore on my Facebook. It's a tool and there's things that I do enjoy about it, but I spend a lot less time on it now. But when you're creating something or doing something that you either don't really want deep down or that feels out of whack with your values, you will sabotage yourself. You just will. And when your unconscious is running the show, and again, if you've been following me for any amount of time, you know that 95 to 99% of everything you do is run by your unconscious, you know, and you have ingrained habits and belief systems that aren't aligning with what your conscious is trying to do, it will sabotage your efforts. So what do you love in your business and how you market right now? Yeah. What do you want to change? Please give yourself a break if you've tried the exact step method and it hasn't worked for you. They're either not giving you the whole story or you're unconsciously sabotaging it for some reason. You've just got to find your thing, the thing that you love doing and a way you love marketing. Just remember, there are people out there doing it, you know, doing it with integrity. If it's possible for them, it's possible for you, 100%. So choose who you want to learn from and model how they're doing it. What do you like? What do you not like? Start to notice these things. Yeah. Don't sacrifice your integrity and your values because someone is telling you it's the only way, because it really isn't. So if you got value from this and you know in your gut that now is the time to step up and start rewiring your thinking and changing things for yourself, then book in a free discovery call so we can work out what needs to happen to get you from where you're at right now to the action-taking success you know you can be. And if you want my eyes and ears on your problems, I work with people one-on-one and through my Proactive Pants Mastermind. So stop waiting for if and when and decide to change things now, because you can. And as always, I hope that was helpful. So any questions, just let me know. And as always, I will see you next week. Bye.